six pistols. We raced for a reason. Next question.
And then 2014, you talked about like your you were it was like a domestic issue.
I've never had a prior domestic. That's not domestic. That was criminal threats. I went over to the lady.
It was a death threat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically because she, for y'all that don't know, I believe it's called mobile spy, some shit. But to where I can basically type your number in that app and I can see everything. I can see everything you do right now on your phone. It's like I can watch it like a movie. Like the time you type in your posts, all your contacts, I have access to text messages from your number and everything. So to where I can basically type your number in that app and I can see everything. I can see everything you do right now to where I can basically type your number in that app. That's not domestic. That was criminal threats. I went over to the lady.
It's like a death threat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically because she, for y'all that don't know, it's an app. I believe it's called mobile spy, some shit. But to where I can basically type your number in that app and I can see everything. I can see everything you do. To where I can basically type your number in that app and I can see everything. I can see everything you do right now on your phone. It's like I can watch it like a movie. Like from the time you type in your code, all your contacts I have access to. I can send text messages from your number and everything. So I done found out that's what she was using. So she was basically sending me text messages, and they were coming from my wife. And then they were going, and then they were coming. I'm like, did you say? I didn't text you that. Did you text me that? It was that kind of shit going on. So the last time that she had texted me, she had hit me with the, you know what? Well, we're gonna just, I GPS where you are, and she took a screenshot. Trying to build myself up to get to the point to where I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to intentionally like harm that woman, you know what I'm saying? But I did want to. She basically she wanted to come outside after I knocked on the door. I went up there first and knocked on the door, and then she played me like, I'm scared. I'm scared. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, number one, she didn't pay her light bill or whatever, so her lights were off. The only thing she had that was like using as a light was her phone. So at the time, it was chaotic based on the fact that she was kid ass games. So I went downstairs and I told her to come outside and I told her I'll kill her daughter and I'll kill her mama and everybody else in her fucking family if she threatened her family again.
So what was your relationship with her prior to? Like, how did she get access to your phone number? And
I gave her my phone number because I was supposed to be teaching her daughter acting classes, and she was never on one episode of that so that I can remember. And if she was an extra, which is why I can't remember. So.
And what happened after the fact?
Nothing. I seen her on the streets, and her daughter ran straight to me, and I picked her daughter up. You know what I'm saying? And I squeezed her daughter, and it was the day of her birthday. And I said, "Don't worry." She said, "I'm so sorry, man." I said, "Don't worry about it." I was like, Shirley, it's all good. I was like, "God bless you." I said, "Hey, you know what? This is the baby's birthday. I got something for the baby," and I went over and dropped it off. And she, did a puzzle with the baby and everything like that. And I got a bone. Got a bone, like, you know what I'm saying? So I pray that she's all right.
Your wife did have an issue with you going back. It's not like
no. That was my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
That I was dealing with, but she didn't have a problem with me doing that because it was for the kid. I was going over there. She was like, "Oh, well, she can call the police on you." I don't it's only fair. Just told my wife she might have to provide it. I told you my name. That should be cool enough, right? Let's be fair here. And so he went, whoa. Okay, so what's gonna happen is, how about you just give me your ID, or you're gonna go to jail for obstruction. I can call my friends out here. We can just make sure that not only that you get out of the car, but that you go to jail for obstruction. I said, oh, so you trying to gangbang on me now? That's what you're trying to do? He goes, oh, and so I just handed him the head. By the time I gave it to my wife, it's too late. So then, I got six old ass cops taking me down, coming on me. And I ain't got shit on me. Ain't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just little old me. You know what I'm saying? Put my face in the ground, put knees all in my ribs and shit. You lucky I didn't sue like Tupac, motherfuckers. But it's cool though. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? I just want to get the situation done and over with. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gracious. I'm gracious and grateful to God that nothing happened to me crazy in jail. I was running that bitch when I was in there. I was trustee. I know the ins and outs of that bitch, boy. Let me tell you, boy. Nigga, I was giving the sheriff their keys, nigga. So look, but at the end of the day, man, it really was a humbling experience going through what I went through, and I'm truly apologetic to any fans that I've let down or anything like that. But just I want you guys to please start looking for more a wider story. You know what I mean? Don't just be so one-sided, because the media is quick to bombard you with a plethora of stories simultaneously right after they leave. It just so happens to be my name. They leave off my name on a bad note and say they'll be right back, but they never do come back, do they? That part. So when it comes down to it, just check the facts and never really believe a lot of the shit that you hear out here. Real talk, and unless it's coming from the horse's mouth, and I am that horse.
Yeah. So, what's your relationship now with your wife? Because
it's beautiful.
You guys are still on?
Hey, what are you talking about? Yeah, we just.
Orlando. Now you know damn well on Instagram a week ago you had this long post.
Yeah, but at the same time I put another post up saying that what? You see she following, nigga. You see she following. Saying what? I owned up. I said, hey.
Let me ask you about that first.
Yeah, but I said, hey. At the end of the day, I owned up and manned up to.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And off we go from Denver. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, Big Sears right here.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Pulled in at the 24. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryder being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. Escaping the pressure. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams all tied after one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. One first. Check 26, check 26.
Now it's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Check. We got it. 12. 44. Mike, 44. Watch the screen.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Ryder. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He completes it to Tate. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Broncos will have it on 2nd and 10 as they come up 1st and 10 from the 22. This will be incomplete. It's going to be a 40-yard gain. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Ryder. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Now McManus on to kick this one off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryder toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. David Montgomery, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. KJ Hamler returning it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Fighting through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Looking to throw. Ryder. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They go play action now. Wilson, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, Not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryder. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those? And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, Ryder. Pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, it's Gordon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Jim. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.